episode of Vintage Game Finder. I'm Neves Mazda 07, of course. Glad you're back. Happy to report that I had a shitty week. I didn't pick up much of anything but the weekend. I gotta say the weekend was successful and it was fun at the same time. I managed to go out game chasing at some flea markets with a couple of friends of mine. You already know Raphael, Stray Geeked Out. If you haven't checked out his channel, go ahead and check out his channel on YouTube as well. He's got a lot of cool shit going on. And we also met up with Orlando. Which is another game collector in our group. We had to arrange a private jet for him to come over to go ahead and hang out with us on that particular weekend, because he lives on a distant island somewhere, one that I can't disclose too much information on. We just know he's Dominican and he's crazy. So there. But in all reality, it was fun. Looking forward for us to go ahead and do that eventually again sometime. We have to save up the money for that private jet again because he lives so damn far. So, with that being said, let's dive in and check out all the cool shit that I picked up. First, let's see. We have some Super Nintendo crap. Well, not crap, but games. The guy had a bundle. He was taking them out of his truck, and I just made a beeline for it. And I got them for a couple bucks a piece, which isn't too bad, I think. I got NBA Jam for the Super Nintendo. Goal from Jellico. Frogger. Konami. Battle Grand Prix. Hudson Soft. Trying to find a spot for all this stuff. Then I have another copy of Super Mario World. Another soccer game, Super Soccer Champ from Tato or Toto, whatever you want to call it. Very excited when I saw this in the bunch here, because I heard good things about the game, and I heard it sort of has a little bit of value as well among the collecting circles. And that's UN Squadron from Capcom. And last but not least, he had one more Super Nintendo game. I've never seen this before, but I've done some forum hunting and asking questions, you know, in some of my video game groups, and they tell me this is just basically a Mexican knockoff. It's called Super Campeones Original Soccer 6 or 5. I suck at the Roman numerals. Sorry, public school. And it says Tecmo. It's trying to say Tecmo, but the label's so bootleg that it just says I guess. So it's an interesting conversation piece in my collection, that's for sure. So I'm gonna be holding on to this. If I open this up and I show you what it looked like they soldered it, but with bubble gum, which, you know, that's not even possible. But somehow it just looks horrible. But hopefully it plays. I haven't tested it yet, but I do want to keep it just because it's so awkward looking. So I had no idea they had Super Nintendo bootlegs, and now I do. The more you know, right? This one was not working, but I managed to get a pretty good deal on it. I got it for about $3, and that's the purple Game Boy Advance SP. And this, of course, came with 3 games: Agassi Tennis Generation, Fairly Odd Parents Breaking the Rules, and Need for Speed Underground 2. So it ended up being the battery that was defective, because it would turn on but immediately shut off. So it was an issue that I went ahead and remedied by picking this up. Extra battery, got it on Amazon for about $8 with the shipping. So basically I got this Game Boy Advance for about $3.50. So it worked out for me. I'm happy to have another SP in a different color. So far I have a SpongeBob, black, a purple, and a gray, which I don't know how many more colors there are, but I like, when I find a color I don't have, I love to pick them up, especially if it's at the right price. Alright, next, let's see what else we got. I managed to get a hookup on these NES games from Raphael, because he already had them. So, was it Raphael or Orlando? I don't know. I was a little, I had my morning coffee, and I like Irish coffee, so I tend to mix a little bit of the good stuff, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it was kind of blurry, but somebody gave me these damn games, and I'm happy I got them. So thank you, whoever the hell it was. It was RBI Baseball. Why the hell can I talk? Got that. Got Operation Wolf, of course. Didn't have this in the collection. I remember this in arcade. It was pretty badass, but I do remember it being really corny on the Nintendo, but I like to say I have my own copy here of a corny game, so got that. And this game looks interesting, and I don't remember playing it, and the cover art looks kind of dope. It's Milon's Secret Castle. What the hell's wrong with me today? Can't talk, dude. Alright, let's see what else we got. More trades between me and Orlando and Raphael, and I managed to pick up Twisted Metal 3 Greatest Hits copy, another Greatest Hits of Mega Man X4, which he had doubles of. Thank you, Raphael, appreciate it, man. You know, first and foremost. Got a copy of this game on the Saturn, and to me, the preferred version is the Saturn for me. I mean, they had it in 3DO, and they had it on PlayStation, of course, and I'm talking about Road Rash. And I like the Saturn version, but it's kind of cool to have variety. And I don't have a 3DO, I'm not looking for one, but at least I have more than one console to play it on if I wanted to. In this game, I wasn't actively looking for it, but I do remember playing it, having fun playing it, and that's Driver, You Are the Wheelman. It was a pretty good game. If you haven't played this, it's basically a watered down version of GTA, just without dismounting your car and running around. But it's a pretty fun game, and if you love muscle cars, this is the game to play. Muscle cars and GTA goes together pretty good. Next, it's a game my kids don't want me to play when they're around, but I do remember playing this, and this game set the tone for even more games just like this. They basically laid out the foundation for the genre. Is Resident Evil Director's Cut. I wish I could say I had a copy of it for the Saturn, but I don't, and I'm still looking for one. Even though I know it's pretty corny, the way it worked out on Saturn. Everybody prefers the PlayStation version, so, but I'm still looking for it. And then I got some loose PlayStation games. Excuse me. I got Crash Bandicoot Warped. This game, I haven't met a person that hasn't played this game and hasn't said, "Oh, this game is, you know, fun." So I'm happy to have it in my collection. NFL Blitz for the PlayStation. Thanks again, Ralph. You're good people. I don't care what they say about you, man. And then another one for PlayStation is Tekken 3. So now I have Tekken 1, 2, and 3 on the PlayStation, which I'm pretty happy about. I prefer Virtua Fighter over Tekken, but it's still cool to have Tekken because I love fighting games, and these games in particular, to me, they're just awesome. So let's keep moving on. I got some more to go, man. Let me see. I got another game when we went to another flea market, which was about a couple miles away from the first one. And I don't know, that whole day was just weird to me. One, because I was hungover, and two, because the places I would go into, I knew before I would always strike out. I wouldn't get anything off of them because the prices were outrageous. They were ridiculous. Just think eBay plus 10% more plus the sales tax. You compound that all together, and I just basically say, go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna give you that money, not from my pocket. So like I said, the day was weird. I ended up actually buying stuff off of people that I hardly ever or never buy off of. So one particular vendor, the guy in question, I went and browsed around. I asked him if he had any Saturn games, and he had one, but it was tucked away with some Sega CD games, and that game ended up being NFL 97 for the Sega Saturn. No manual. It needs a resurfacing, but it's not it's not anything too bad. I managed to pick it up for about $3, and I don't know about your area or your part of the country, but where I'm at, Southwest Florida, Sega Saturn games are a challenge to find. And if you do find them, they're usually loose, or these cases, as most of you know, are pretty beat up and frail. The plastic is pretty cheap on them. So very happy I got that off of him. And if you're watching the video, you know who you are. Thanks for the hookup. I can honestly say that now. So next time I go in your store, hook it up, bro. Alright, next I got let's see what else I got. I got some PlayStation 2 games. Games I didn't have in the collection. Games that actually hold a little bit of value, and I'm kind of happy about that. Because sometimes I just look at what I have and I'm like, there isn't that much value there. Not replay value, but actual, value. But these are pretty decent pickups I got. One is King of Fighters 11. That's complete. The other one, there's a copy that I've been trying to find, but haven't found it until then. I actually walked away because the lady, well, in my opinion, she wanted too much. But then I got peer pressured into buying it. But I ended up buying it. It was a copy of Shinobi on the PS2 from Sega. I love Sega, so I'm hoping it's a good game. I haven't heard so many bad things about it. And last but not least, I have the first one. If you guys seen, I think the video before last, I picked up the first in the series for that. And I had no idea there was a sequel, and now I have the sequel to it. It's Dark Cloud 2 for the PS2. This one looks a little bit nicer because it looks like they incorporated some more cell shading in the game, as opposed to the first installment where it was more polygon based. So works out. Now we're rounding third base and heading home. This is the stuff. Hold on, got more. Forgot to say, Orlando hooked it up like always. Whenever he comes over here from the private jet, he brings a satchel with it's usually drugs, but if not, it's filled with games. So in this case, it was games, thankfully. And he hooked it up with a Dreamcast controller. I had no idea about these Dreamcast controllers. I like to call them the half and halves because the back are regular, but the front half, not so much. They're clear. People tell me they came in different colors. I don't remember, but I have one now, so I'm pretty happy about that. Thanks a lot, bro. Next, he gave me this, and I thought it was a Rumble Pack, but it turns out being something called I forgot what the hell it was. It's basically a Game Shark. It goes with the disc and then this, and it sets up the cheat codes for a lot of Dreamcast games, or all of the Dreamcast games. I have no freaking idea because I never had a Game Shark for the Dreamcast back then. Alright, next I have some more Nintendo stuff. This is my first controller for the Wii. I mean, usually, well, before this I had nunchucks, and not feeling the nunchucks too much, especially when you're playing games like Super Mario Brothers Wii. You want to have a controller like this, and not a nunchuck. So I'm happy to say I have one now. I haven't tested it to see if it's working. It's not the authentic controller from Nintendo, but it looks to be an aftermarket with no name on it. I'm hoping it works. And for the price, which was about $3, I went ahead and took the gamble. Next, this is the same time I picked one of these up sealed. And if you guys can help me out in the comment section, if you know any news about this, was there a certain amount that they produce and they just basically gave the rest of them away like they did with the Sega 32X or the Atari Jaguar? Because every time I pick one of these up, they're always sealed. And this is the Nintendo DS headset. Always sealed, I find these things. Never loose, always sealed. So either these things were crap, or they didn't sell enough of them, or they overproduced them. But, you know, let me know, guys, because I have no idea about this. But I did manage to pick up another one of these for a pretty good price, so I'm happy about that. Alright, last but not least was what I found at the yard sale on the way home. Most of the people I hang out with, they buy online or they buy retail, or like I said, they go to well, not flea masters, that's the name of the flea market, but they go to flea markets and swap meets. And me, I'm more of a person that likes to go garage sale hunting, and that's usually where I find pretty good games. And in this case, I found some decent stuff, and I had a witness to go ahead and see that in person, and I think I made a believer out of him. And this is what I picked up: a complete in box copy of Mario Kart Wii for the Nintendo Wii. Happy to say I have one of these now, because all I had before this was Double Dash on the GameCube, which is a good game by its own right, but I like to see what this one's like, so can't wait to pop this fucker in and play it. And then after that, I saw a couple of N64 games. I don't know, for some reason I have an eagle eye for games and consoles that I'm not interested in. In this case is N64. I'm not knocking anybody for liking it. I'm not knocking anybody for loving it. You know, it's just it's not my cup of tea. So I have games. I have the N64, but that's all up for trade in my trade pile. And if you check out my Facebook page, Vintage Game Finder, you will see pictures of what I have in my trade pile. And feel free and go ahead and make an offer. I generally don't like to sell, but I do like to trade. So if you have something I'm looking for, go ahead and hit me up. But like the page first, please. I need likes. So anyways, I went ahead and picked up a copy of Mega Man 64. And I picked up a copy. This is my second copy, which I already found a home for. But this is my second copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day. Yep. Like I said, these games find me. I don't find them, which sucks because the games I'm really looking for, I tend not to find, which sucks. But it is what it is. If I could go ahead and find these games, and I could find them a home, an actual good home, to people that I know collect, then that to me is winning half the battle. So, like I said, pretty shitty week, but really awesome weekend, and can't wait to hang out with the guys again eventually. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'm hoping next week is even better. We'll hopefully we could get into more hijinks and shenanigans like always. And be safe. God bless, and happy hunting.
I reminisce.